where did we leave off, and who can remember, or did you need a recap?
I need a
None of us
recap.
weren't here.
We were
I need a
Like
recap.
Rodri's hanging at the end of a rope of mine. So
we saved
Oh, yeah.
we met up / rescued Issa. She was sort of like in the cave with these monster demons. I forget what they were. We were in some
they
sort
were
of,
mean locks.
yeah, we were in some sort of ghost town before that. And then at the end, there was a pool, and did we lower Agent Peach into the pool?
We did not lower her. He jumped.
Oh, he jumped in.
rocks.
Yeah, he just jumped.
And the rocks had no effect on the water. And then he jumped. And then my rope went slack, I believe, that was tied to him.
Great memory.
Yeah.
So for those who missed last session, and for everybody since it's been a while, that's a good summary. As you guys got to the town of Vermilion, exploring the town, finding a cave where these mean locks were, basically capturing folks from town and assimilating them to their culture and turning them into more mean locks. So like they basically converted their hosts into more of themselves, killing a few of them. Agent Peach, was it Agent Peach biting into a stick of dynamite?
Yes.
Then ultimately deciding not to light it up until after they stepped away from the dynamite, caved in the mines, the platinum mines that were there. Then you guys went to find the source, which you had discovered was a pool above the mines, which is where Agent Peach is dropped in, truss falling, the rope going slack, and that's where we're gonna jump into it right there and then. As the five of you are standing around this little pool, a slack rope. What do you guys do before I jump over to Agent Peach?
Can I clarify one thing amongst our group? Who took the goggles of night?
I don't think it was me.
This was an item acquired from the bodies inside the cave. I think it was you, Board.
Yeah, I have them.
Okay, cool.
So I just had to check in.
No worries.
Yeah.
I'm going to hold on to the rope still, just in case,
Okay.
as a starting point.
Okay.
What's everybody else doing while they're up there?
I think like tentatively Cyrus is gonna run to the edge of the pond and like swish the water to see if he's like dropped down, or like what does it feel like when I swish the water?
And you swish the water, there's small ripples that spread out from your hand. You kind of see the bottom of the pool where the rocks are laying. And then it slowly settles out, and there's nothing there other than the rope that's still kind of loose into the water.
And so like looking at the rope is just kind of like drifting along at the bottom.
It's going down into the water and disappearing somewhere near the bottom of this pool. But when you kind of grab it, there's no tension on it. It's loose.
If I take a pebble from the shoreline and just kind of plunk it in and like watch it, like what happens?
Drifts down and give me a perception check. Let's get this going.
All right, let's start it off.
We're back.
Oh, we're back.
Coming on.
That is a 9.
You have a hard time seeing as the ripples kind of blur your vision as you see the thing just drop into the water.
Yeah, that tracks. Okay.
Tiburon, can you help me pull on this rope? I want to see if we can get Agent Peach back.
Of course. Let me just pull that.
As the two of you start pulling, give me a strength check.
Nope, that's not good. Both of us?
Yes.
Okay.
Combine
Strong of you.
5. Lovely.
Oh dear.
I'm not strong.
Is that 16 or is that 17?
That is 4 plus 1.
Oh, it's just the 1, of course.
Yeah.
A good old 5. I'm really
so
strong.
total of 10. As the two of you pull till the point where the rope does tighten up, but you can't seem to pull it anymore. It's just like to the point where you make it taut and then it just kind of
Are there any nearby trees?
There are. You could probably get to one if you wanted to tie one off. Fox and Borge, what are you guys doing?
I'm doing nothing. I'm just watching.
You're watching? Okay.
I got what would be like the right, I guess, skill to like, is it survival, insight,
Just
anything
tell me what you're doing and I'll give you the check.
like, have I heard of anything like this where like deep pools and like what happens in them? Like, because I don't know, I've traveled the area a lot. Maybe not up this far.
Give me a nature check.
Okay. Nature check? Really? I don't have nature? What the fuck? Oh god. 2.
Oh, just
And I have
Damn
a
it.
+1 to nature. So.
You are slack-jawed, just mind blank.
Never heard of this before.
Yeah, you've never seen something like this before. Okay, so now I got a sense of what you're all doing. Agent Peach, you find yourself in a interesting jungle, forest-like location. Trees of species you've never seen or don't recognize. What's your mood like? What do you feel like right now?
A little dazed and confused
Okay.
and curious.
Curious. Okay. As you look around, these trees seem to move and their leaves seem to bend kind of towards you, almost like they are trying to understand you, trying to figure out what you are. As you see the grass kind of starting to like rub up against your feet, almost trying to like feel up your feet as they land, you feel a tug on the rope as it tightens up, as you seem to be pulled up into a space that doesn't seem to, this rope that's kind of pulled up just disappears into the air, like the rope, like some sort of portal or pass through. You can see it's pulling you, but they aren't able to lift you up off the ground. What do you do?
Am I able to do like I don't know if it'd be like a nature or like an insight check if these like things made me hum?
Tell me what you're trying to do, and I'll tell you what check to.
I guess trying to figure out. So these things trying to like take me through the portal, or are they just trying to?
They're just feeling you. You don't have to check for that. They're just kind of like rubbing up against you. You can see a vine that's starting to grow around your foot and wrapping around your leg, and then just
I'm gonna try and just calmly, very calmly, like be like,
Yep, nothing
and
aggressive.
then,
like as you pull away, they like it drops, and you start to hear a voice. Hello, hello, who's there?
Do I recognize voice?
No, you don't recognize the voice. As you see a little head poke out from behind one of these trees, a furry beard, scraggly, a little mud in it, a head of hair that kind of pours down in a mullet, with two horns kind of wrapped into spirals around them. Topless creature with fur kind of patchy across their chest, and thicker fur that covers their legs that end in hooves, as they have a small little loincloth covering their lower half. What's your name? Who are you? What's going on?
I'm Agent Peach, but friends call me Peach or Apple.
Peach Apple, Apple Peach, Peach Apple. Well, pleasure to meet you, Peach Apple. I'm Riptide.
Riptide, that's quite the name.
Yeah.
Can you tell me where I am?
You're in Hither.
Hither. What the heck is Hither?
It's this land in the Feywild. It's the Hither domain.
Oh, the Hither domain. What? Can you tell me a little bit about this place? To be honest, I kind of just fell here just a minute ago.
Well, how long do you have?
Well, I don't want to keep my friends waiting. They're probably worried sick about me.
You've got friends? Where are your friends? And he's looking around, like very, very discombobulated fur, mud, branches are sticking out of it as he like steps up past the tree now, showing himself a little bit. His shoulders kind of slumped in a defensive but curious kind of stance as he's. I don't see any friends. How do you hold that rope up like that?
Can I tug on the rope a little bit?
As you do, everybody else feels the rope tug.
Don't know if that's a good sign or not.
Can we respond? Does Agent Peach have one of the ear like connection things? Tiburon?
No, I didn't do one for him before he went.
Mm-hmm.
I also don't know if it would work in this circumstance. I don't know. It works within like a mile radius, but I don't know where he is.
On different planes?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm going to tie the rope off to a tree. I'll add some of my extra rope if needed.
Okay. Yeah, you do that easily enough.
So it seems like we're going on an adventure to save another party member. I'm going to start climbing down.
You guys start climbing? Okay. So...
I'll follow.
So Peach...
I will not.
You will not? All right. Peach,
Yes, boss.
As you're talking...
Become the defender of the rope. We will see you in good time.
I start untying the rope.
I love it.
I tell you, never trust rollers.
I'm just kidding.
All right. So Peach, as you're there, I don't see any of your friends. Where are they?
Well, Tugs, I thought they were gonna be coming after me, but maybe they think something bad happened to me. I don't know.
Well, nothing bad happens in Hither, at least not lately. Like, are you not from here? How did you get in here? Looks up into. There's nothing there. There's just a. And he kind of like comes a little closer now and is like looking through. It's just a. That's so weird. Is that a rope we can use to get to where you're from? Like, where are you from?
I'm from Wildmount.
Never heard of Wildmount.
No, it's
Can you show me?
no, I don't know how to get back. Like I don't even know where I am. I don't know. Like I don't really know how I got here. I'm kind of just peddling for some time here. I think. Can I do a bit of an insight check on Riptide now?
Sure.
Ooh, that's a 2.
A 2?
So it's
See,
yeah.
he seems very genuine. You have a hard read.
All right. Yeah, no, I'm just from the regular old Wildmount. Nothing too fancy.
Seems like a wild place. I'd love to come see Wildmount. Maybe if we climb the rope, we can get up there and take a look around.
I mean, I guess if no one else is, if they're not coming, if I'm stuck here, like I don't. Before we do though, you kind of mentioned that something bad happened here. Can you elaborate a little bit? I kind of want to know where I just came from one crazy place. I don't know if I should be.
As we cut across to Issa, who's sliding down the rope with Tiburon, they drop into this pool and disappear. Cyrus, Fox, and Bourier, you see them disappear. What are you guys doing?
I mean, I think before they started to slide down, I'm like, just give us 2 tugs if it's safe and 3 tugs if you're in danger.
Okay.
So what are we sliding down again? Like I thought there was a pool here. Is there like a cliff kind of to it first?
It's kind of like upside down. I can change things.
Yeah.
See, it's like a water pool. You go to the water, upside down world.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So really, I was going to just try to jump into it, but if I gotta slide down into it, I'll do that.
Are you jumping in? You can jump in.
You can jump in. You might
That's
just
how
fall.
Peach got there.
Yeah, he just jumped in.
Yeah. Okay. So
after that.
as Peach is asking these questions, you see Issa slide down the rope right into the rope that's tied off onto Agent Peach, followed by Tiburon. So they kind of collide into you, and then you see Fox drop through space onto the ground, suddenly hitting the ground next to the satyr, who jumps back. Whoa! Well, where did they come from? And as you do, you see the fear in his eyes. You start to see the vegetation start to wither away and almost pull back away from this creature. And for just a fraction of a moment, are these your friends? Are they all? And kind of like leaning back in.
Yeah, this is most of them.
Peach, are you okay? Having come down the rope.
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of thought I was gonna be stuck here for a little bit with this guy. This is Riptide, everyone.
Hello, Riptide.
Oh, Riptide. Riptide, are you a satyr?
Is that what? I'm Riptide. I'm what I am. I guess so. I guess you called me a satyr.
And what? Go on.
No. I was just gonna see if Cyrus could hear us, because Cyrus has one of the ear things. I'm almost positive. Cyrus, we're safe. Two tugs.
You don't hear anything, Cyrus, from the.
I don't hear anything, but I feel the two tugs.
Yeah.
All right, so my psychic thing is not working through the void thing, I guess. Okay.
All right, so I guess Bore and I are still up above the pond. So I get the two tugs. I turn. I'm gonna say, well, guess it's safe. Not that I actually want to go swimming right now, but
After you.
Cyrus rolls his eyes and reluctantly steps into the pool. As he like descends down this rope like slowly, does his clothes like get wet, or is it just kind of?
Yeah, I probably should have described that a little bit better. As you guys land into this area of Hither, a domain of the Feywild, you are soaking wet, as you definitely get drenched into this pool before you transfer into a different plane of existence.
Yeah. So Cyrus coming down is none too pleased about having just soaked all of his clothes. I don't know why we decided to take this detour, but got nothing better to do now.
Or follow suit.
Okay, hops in.
Slides down the rope.
As the rest of you join up, sort yourselves out as you all collide into each other, rolling down this rope or hopping in. You find yourselves like in this peculiar jungle forest, swampy forest that seems to react to you all, whether it's through curiosity, interest, kind of things, just reaching out towards you just slightly. It's not like they're coming alive and like they're animated tree ants or anything. It's just you can feel the blades reaching towards you or bending not further than they would normally be able to if the wind hit them or something like that. So, you stand here in front of the satyr. What would you guys like to do?
Riptide, you were just gonna, I think, tell me about something bad that happened around here.
Looks around. Well, ever since those two showed up here with their crew, places hasn't really been the same. They kind of took over, and their bosses kind of set up shop here.
Riptide, what did they look like?
Yes, who are all these people?
Or how many of them were there?
It was a whole gang of them. They called themselves the Carnival, and they brought a bunch of crates and promising games, and they had 3 old ladies that came in. They were running the show, and they called themselves the Coven, and
Lovely.
they took over, splitting us into, splitting this domain amongst them.
Riptide, this coven, have you seen, you say they've taken over this place. Have you seen any abilities they might have?
To be honest, no. I've only heard of anybody that seems to oppose them has disappeared without a trace.
Riptad, you mentioned the 2 and their crew. Are there 2 people at the head of this carnival?
Well,
Or were you talking about Carnival and the Coven?
the Carnival, they've headed back to wherever they're from, leaving the Coven here, and they show up every now and then to deliver gifts to the 3 here.
Okay. So right now, only the Coven are the ones that are here.
Well, yeah, and everybody that's here that's fallen into lockstep with whatever their wishes are.
Okay.
I'm not with them. Try to keep my head down and make do, but place is pretty cool. Other than that,
Do I believe him when he says he's not affiliated?
give me an insight check.
Ooh.
That is a 22.
22. I'm going to whisper to you, Matt, through a
Alrighty.
message.
I will check it on my phone.
After that, I want to do a history check to see if I know anything about the Coven.
Sure.
And I'm just going to play with the grass.
You play with the grass? give me
like, hello.
7.
7. You've never heard of the Coven before. Give me a performance check as you play with this grass.
Okay.
How well are you going to play with this grass?
Probably not very 8.
8?
Not the best, but it's grass. It probably won't be too critical of it.
As you play with it, the grass starts to grow a little bit, and you see like buds start to sprout. Nothing too ridiculous, but it starts to react a little bit positively towards you, and you start to see almost like the grass around you gets lusher. And as you move around, the lushness kind of follows you, and the area that you were in goes back to what it was before.
Interesting.
I think I still have Manasa with me. I'm going to say, Manasa, go say hello to the trees.
Your snake wanders off and goes into the woods.
Riptide.
Sorry, I have a goal with that. My hope is to see through Manasa's eyes to see if I can see anything further in, like if I get any sorts of a sense if there's other people around.
We will deal with that in a second. What's everybody else doing?
I don't think I'm doing anything right now. I'm kind of just listening and watching, especially what Fox is doing.
Yeah, Riptide, is this normal?
Yeah, this is all the wonders of Hither.
All right.
I guess my question would be like, do you guys like want this carnival crew to like be carrying on in the Feywild and like the Coven? Like, are you happy here? Like, what's going on?
Yeah, I feel like I'm happy here, but honestly, if I can get out of here and maybe explore some other places, that'd be lovely. I just like to see what the world is beyond this place, and the Coven doesn't like us to leave. So
Do do you know how the carnival got here? Like, they get here the way we got here?
I don't know how they get here.
Alright. Okay.
Do you remember when they got here?
It's kind of random. Sometimes they show up, at night. Sometimes during the day. I don't track. I hear them. Amongst the
No,
police.
sorry. When they first arrived, when was that?
Couldn't tell you.
Have they been here for a long time?
No. Yes. Hard to say.
How many sunrises has the presence been in this forest?
Sunrises?
Sunrises.
What's a sunrise?
Feywild.
Yeah. Okay. There's no real time in this place.
Yeah, I think what Cyrus will do is, now that he's in the Hither, he's going to try and test the psychic connection to see if it's been severed or not.
As you do, you're able to speak amongst each other psychically.
Okay.
Yeah. So right now, this is Tiburon and Isa as well.
Yeah, it's us three again.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's going to last long because it only goes for a certain amount of hours. But it's been a month since I rolled it, so I have no idea how long it's going to last. I'm just going to say it's going to last another hour, just so I'll apply it again. But Eric, if you can let me know when there's been another hour, I'll roll again and then we'll go from there.
Sure.
Yeah. So, Cyrus is not going to try and indicate anything physically to either of them, but in his head, he's going to say, I think we should be wary of this character.
Yeah.
Something doesn't seem right here.
Noted in my head.
Noted. Not noted.
What does Manasseh see?
As Manasseh looks around, there are a lot of interesting creatures buzzing around, walking around. You notice things that seem to be giving you and I guess more importantly Riptide a little bit of space, but you notice that there are a lot of eyes of exotic creatures just peering in on the conversation.
So I'm going to relay that back to Cyrus and Tiburon.
Okay.
There are many creatures in this forest, and all of them seem to have interest on us.
So
I'm going to call Manasseh back.
speaking to Riptide now openly, Cyrus is going to say, you mentioned that anyone who opposes the Coven has disappeared. Why would anybody oppose the Coven? Have they done something?
Well, I'm looking around, really anxious. It's because they didn't follow the rules of Hither. If you don't follow the rules of Hither, you're to be punished, and that's the one thing the Coven seems to have kept from our previous ruler.
I'm afraid you have me at a disadvantage. I don't know the rules of Hither.
Well, if you're not familiar, there we go. There's three rules. There's the rule of hospitality, the rule of ownership, and the rule of reciprocity. And if you don't follow the rules, you are, I guess, a criminal, unlawful, unwanted, and you're to be punished.
Or you're cursed.
So there's rule of hospitality, reciprocation, and what was the other one? Sorry?
Ownership.
Ownership.
So from hospitality, you kind of get that, making sure that everybody feels welcome here. And if you don't follow that rule, that's punishable by an offense that the Coven seems to make those people disappear. The rule of ownership: you don't take something that doesn't belong to you. That's pretty straightforward. And the rule of reciprocity: if someone gives you something, you return the gift in kind. So, if there's anything I can do to make you guys more comfortable, let me know. But if you are heading home, I'd love to come with you.
I'm going to say to Cyrus and Tiburon, do we have something we could give him as a test?
I was going to say, how about you give us a tour of the forest, being as you're so hospitable. You wouldn't want to break that law.
Yeah, I could if that's something you'd like.
Oh, I was just saying that psychically. Can you hear my thoughts?
Oh, no.
Oh, thank God. I'd sever that connection immediately. Yeah, I guess we wouldn't want to have you break your rule of hospitality. How about you give us a nice tour of your land, of what you call home?
Yeah, you guys haven't done anything that that would be undeserving of my hospitality. So yeah, I could show you around a little bit.
Everybody else
Take us
okay?
to the carnival.
Oh, the carnival's not here right now. Maybe they're traveling. Maybe they're in wherever you came from.
Do you know if the coven is here?
Well, the coven, they each kind of control their own area. Lorna is in charge of Hither. I could take you to go see Lorna.
Yeah, she sounds nice. Is she part of the coven, or is she
Yes.
just?
Yeah, she is.
I'm so sorry to interrupt you. Cyrus and Tiburon, just again, because they have the psychic connection. Lorna is the one who died. I saw her gravestone up top. She was also the wife of the guy who gave us horses.
Really?
Yeah, so it's because only I saw it. So, beloved of Luca, forever in my heart, grave at the center of the cemetery, and the attendant who gave us the horses had the same last name.
Okay.
Next.
Um,
I'm gonna say to the rest of the group, kind of to indicate, interesting. I know someone who knows Lorna, but I'm not eager to meet her at this point. I'd love to see your forest. I'm trying to hint with my words.
Sounds like a good idea.
Well, if you wanna take a look around, I'd be happy to do it. You guys aren't scared of heights, are you?
Why does that matter?
Well, it's easier to see the forest through its trees from above than to take our time walking through.
Are you suggesting we fly?
If you guys aren't afraid of heights.
I like having my feet on the ground.
Dwarves aren't meant to fly.
Yeah.
I'm more of a below ground, on the ground person.
Yeah.
Well,
send me up, and I psychically tell Cyrus and Issa, you guys stay down on the ground.
All right.
well, come here and kind of like starts walking through, and if you follow and walk and talk, Riptide leads you to a spot where you see a giant basket on the ground. And he's like, well, sorry, what was your name again? Tibby?
You can call me Tibby if you like. My name is Tiburon.
Tiburon. Well, step in the basket.
Yeah.
Is anybody else coming?
I think it's just you and me, my friend.
All right. And you see Riptide leap mirthfully into the basket as you see strands of wicker start to form into string these strings start to emanate a bluish aura, forming what looks like a giant balloon. As the air from this balloon starts to lift, and this hot air balloon lifts off the ground, as Tiburon and Riptide disappear into the horizon above the canopy, as the rest of you are left in the forest. What are you guys doing before I deal with Tiburon?
Are we a mile away from Cyrus and Issa?
Not yet.
All right, I'm still communicating then. So I guess I'm just describing what I'm seeing right now. What am I seeing, Eric?
Well, I'm gonna come back to you.
Okay.
What's everybody else want to do while you're?
Oh,
Do we just start moving in the direction that the balloon is going?
The balloon is above the tree line, and you kind of lose it as the canopy of the trees reach over. You can't really see the sky from where.
is there anything I can do to secure this end of the rope to something? A big rock, a something?
You guys have left the area where the rope is, but I can say you did that when you left. So yeah, that's easy enough.
I think Cyrus doesn't really know where to go at this point, but I think he's just kind of like, I don't think we thought this through.
Are the trees and the vegetation acting differently now that Riptide's gone?
How do you guys feel? What's your mental state right now?
Good.
I am curious.
Yeah, mildly concerned about the situation, but positive outlook.
So I'm wondering if this place has like these sort of double meetings for their three big laws. Like you have to be like, for the hospitality one, you have to be hospitable, right, to guests. But I'm wondering if if someone is being hospitable to you, can you refuse their them? Are you able to refuse this, right? So like then it becomes this, you have to be hospitable and the other person has to agree to your hospitality.
Like the Greeks?
Yeah, so this is also in like this is in tons of legends. There's always been about like being hospitable, and then if you're not, you get punished, but also like you can't say no to hospitality or you get punished. So it's this, so that's why I am going along with this guy and being like, yeah, sure, why not?
Okay, so I'm going to ask the group out loud now that they're gone. Does anyone have a way to keep track of him, Tiburon?
Nope.
I'd hate to lose him to the sky. I guess we have.
If we want the flame to be reduced, like if we want them to slow down the ascension, I can boom my voice very loudly if we want a second to pause, but I don't know if it's too late. Like, I don't know if this balloon is, gone.
Yeah. I don't know. I think we're going to have to rely on Tiburon to let us know.
Can we tell which direction they're heading, or are they just going straight up?
No clue.
No clue. We lost him in the tree line.
Okay.
Can we let Tiburon know? Like, point us in the direction you're going. We don't know where you're going.
We can
Through our
try.
psychic connection?
As long as the connection is still there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I can as soon as I know what I'm seeing, I'll just, it'll be like I'm relaying the information, right?
All right, so I gather that the group is trying to figure out what Tiburon's seeing, keep an eye on the forest around you, particularly around Bourget, seems to be very, very flush with energy. As he's kind of in a good mood, you can see that the forest responds to his emotional state and starts to bloom and blossom as he's fairly happy about the situation. Fox, a little concerned, the vegetation around him seems to kind of curl up, not wither, but curl up and just kind of protect itself like a storm is coming. Likewise for Issa, who's a little curious, they're starting to wrap around Issa, just trying to understand this creature that's around them. You kind of get this the forest is interpreting you as your moods shift or your thoughts change. the forest reacts in a similar way. Tiburon, as you are above the tree line now, you notice a few things. Immediately, you see what looks like a large tower, almost like the Leaning Tower of Pisa. It's slanted to one side. However, this tower has a peaked dome of blue material with a golden cornice line, almost like a crown around this dome at the top of this tower, this slanted tower. A little further in the same direction, I can't tell you what really north or east, or there isn't one, but in that same direction as the tower from where you are, what looks like a large hill that juts out above the tree line, almost like a mountain that seems to have odd vegetation that peaks above or up to and above the cloud line, or the mist line. Sorry, not clouds, as they are fairly low to the ground. Off in the distance, there looks like beyond the hill, a large wall of mountains that disappear into the mist. Turning yourself around in the opposite direction, there looks like a viaduct, or a viaduct that seems to stretch across the land. Several stories high, broken in sections that seem to be gaps in this bridge across the land, with a backdrop of mist that, as you follow it around, seems to encapsulate the entire horizon in a 360 direction. There's mist at the edge of each direction you look. To your left, as you're looking at this tower, to your left, there looks like what appears to be a labyrinth of wooden structures centered on a stump of a tree that seems to rise up, with looks like a small little hut at the top of said tree. And the last thing you notice of peculiar interest across the swampy forest mix of landscape are several large green tubes that are sticking out of the ground.
I am going to cast light on the nearest tree, which lasts an hour. I just want to be able to find our way back.
Yeah, you do that, the tree lights up. Tiburon, you can see this lighted tree.
Okay.
What are you guys doing?
So while I'm taking in like all the scenery and stuff like that, I ask Riptide, Riptide, you said the coven replaced your former master, maybe not your former master, but the master of this land. What were they like?
They were lovely. They were very very caring, very thoughtful, very protective. They made sure everybody was well fed, that we all had something to do, and just to enjoy life.
Did they have a name, or
Yeah.
unlike the coven?
Let me just make sure I got it right. What was it? You know what? Screw it. Zavela.
Zavela.
I think it's like Zavela. I had it written down. Give me a second.
Zavela.
And I'm still in like the 1 mile distance, correct?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so yeah, all that information is.
I'm gonna
sorry.
ask. Sorry, go ahead.
Zabilna. That's what it was.
Zabilna.
Tiburon, can you see my lit up tree?
I can, thank you. It's very nice. It gives me some sense of direction in this strange land. Riptide, This tower that I see in the distance, is that where the coven is currently located, or have they made their home somewhere else?
The coven is to the far end, and kind of points off towards the viaduct. Their home is closer to the center of this domain.
What other people are here besides yourself, Riptide? Are there other satyrs like yourself, or people that look like me or my friends?
All sorts, every shape and size. We all kind of, make our way in this place. There's the soggy court. We want to go say hi to them. They're some weird folk. They're frog people if you're into that kind of thing. If they croak your boat, but other than that, there's some people I wouldn't want to hang around too much. They'll
Really?
for what you're worth.
Where do I have to avoid them?
Give me a persuasion check.
It's a 12.
I would avoid the hill.
All right. Avoid the hill. All right.
So have you seen everything you want to see up here?
Yes, thank you so much, Riptide. It was beautiful.
Right.
Are we going back down to our friends now?
Absolutely.
Thank you so much. Your land is gorgeous and beautiful and confusing all the same. It's very fun.
So it's just a quick jump, and you see Riptide jump out of
What?
the air balloon and dive through the tree canopy as lands next to you guys without issue. Hello.
Where's Tiburon?
Yeah, where's Tiburon?
He should be coming anytime soon as Riptide looks up.
Okay, Eric, my perspective, is the balloon no longer inflating with hot air?
No, it's going.
Just there.
It's just
It's
going.
just there.
Can you make the balloon go down a bit?
Is there any how high am I? How high am I, Eric?
You're a couple hundred feet up. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
The dash, the scramble dash.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
What have we done?
All right, sorry about that. All right. So we'll cut back to the other group. So where do you guys want to go? Or
where's Tiburon?
He'll be down in a second.
How's he getting down?
I told him it's just a quick jump.
It's quite the jump.
I thought it was nothing.
How are you able to make the jump so easily?
It's just the magic of this place.
Tiburon earpiece. Hopefully he's still in a while. He says it's magic. He says you'll be fine.
Do I believe him?
Give me an insight check.
Yes. I'm like screaming in Cyrus and Issa's ears. Yes. Do you believe him? Does he look like he's lying?
All right. That is a 5.
Hard to say.
You're fine.
You're fine.
Do you have any rope?
I trust him.
I would have adventurer rope, I guess. How long is that rope? It's 30 feet at the
50
most.
feet.
50 feet? Oh, I'll take that.
50.
I'll take that. Yeah. So okay. I guess I'm tying the rope to the balloon, lowering myself 50 feet, and then I'm gonna aim for the tallest tree I could find.
Okay. So as you
I'm on standby with Spare the Dying, at my face.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Sorry. How close am I to that glowing tree right now, Eric? Because I'll land on that.
you're pretty much right above it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll go for the glowing tree.
You're aiming for the glowing tree
Yeah.
as you drop.
Oh no.
Roll another character. All right.
As you
You didn't
fall, you hit the tree and you take 26 points of falling damage as you splat into the ground. The soft moss below the tree as you hit every branch on the way down. And
I am now failure and death saved right now.
Fear the dying.
Spare the dying for sure.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, grave domain coming in handy here.
all right. Yeah.
So
So
I walk over to Tiburon, and yeah, I'm gonna bring this guy back. Like I'm gonna give him like a little poke. Like, hey, you okay? And
all right, as you get spared from two of you, you're back up with 1 hit point.
Try and give him a nice little shoulder rub. And you're gonna get 1d8 plus 3.
1d8.
I'll roll that for you.
Oh, there you go.
I'm going to decide your fate.
Interesting.
That is a d8.
Our magic doesn't work with you guys. That's weird.
At this
Is
point,
it?
No.
Does our magic still work?
Right, so yeah, it looks like the
11.
jump. It looks like the jumping magic doesn't work. So how much am I being healed for?
11. I got max health on that one.
So you're up to 12. You're doing great.
I'm doing great. Yeah. Tiburon. Don't feel sorry about me. My friends were here. We wouldn't want you to think you broke your oath of hospitality by leaving me up there.
I am going to give or his name is Riptide. I was gonna be like sidekick. 1 incense and say, thank you for showing us around.
Very much appreciated. Tucks it away, and he's like, "Well, as a gesture of reciprocity, hands you a little packet of spice."
Ooh.
It's a spiced mushrooms.
Nope.
I don't know if you smoke, but those are fantastic.
How often do you partake, Riptide?
Whenever I feel a little glum.
I wonder if the mushrooms are magical. Thank you so much for the lovely tour. I like psychic to Cyrus and Issa. I'm going to go lie down.
So Fox is going to walk over to the mushrooms.
I was gonna say I was gonna bring them over to her.
And as I'm walking over, I'm taking my pipe out, blowing the water that's still in there from earlier, blowing that out. I'm going to put that back in my pocket and just look at these first.
I'm not gonna give you all of them. Just yes, I'll give you
Fair enough.
half.
I don't just eat random things I find.
I prep Spare of the Dying once again, looking at Fox.
So I'm going to observe these with all my senses: sight, smell, not taste yet, and just touch. Does this remind me of anything? I guess aside from mushroom.
Give me a nature check.
All right. Okay, this dice kind of sucks. 11.
I will say you recognize this to be a campestry mushroom, which, if imbibed, may have psychedelic effects.
Intriguing. Not for now. I'm it's kind of game face moment, I feel like we got to be on guard.
well,
That's some interesting stuff you got there.
Yeah, I killed it this morning. It's fresh.
Killed. What is it? What do you mean killed it?
The mushrooms. You killed the
Yeah.
mushrooms.
Don't
I'm at a loss of words now.
don't. What else would you do with them?
You would harvest them.
Yeah, I guess that is killing. I guess.
Do these mushrooms walk around? As
Yeah, they're
you
pretty
and I-
quick. They're pretty quick. I had to run fast to catch them.
Are they sentient? These
Mm.
mushrooms?
Well, they screamed a lot.
Oh my god!
So the mushrooms feel pain, is what you're implying?
Doesn't everything? Not now that I've harvested them.
Well, Riptide, and it's very confusing. In our world, mushrooms are sort of just that.
They're mostly underground, to be honest.
They are a state of living and death. I've never chased a mushroom like you have. It's very strange.
They are quick SOBs. I would love to see your mushrooms if they're easier to hunt. That sounds
Can we still
way.
see our sky rope from here?
It's off in the distance. You can probably see.
But it's still there and it's still hanging.
I might have a mushroom in my rations here. I'm gonna go searching through my rations, see if I got like any mushrooms in there for them, just to reciprocate a little here.
Mm.
Yeah, we're here. This is what we're talking about.
Oh, thank you. Well, that's interesting.
They're very good for you.
You almost get the sense that Riptide's waiting for something to kick in. That's just not.
Yeah, no, these are they're just to make. They're just eating. There's good eating.
You're there to make my tum tum full.
If you just eat these, it's probably going to feel a little weird. I don't know. I wouldn't just fill up on these, to be honest.
Okay.
But yeah,
So, is there any place that you're looking to see, or are you guys good? Because like I can end the tour there, and we can go back and tour your place. A little reciprocity.
Riptide, before we jumped, you mentioned a village of frog people.
Yeah, the soggy court.
And you said they are hospitable as you are.
Everybody here is hospitable.
Of course. Where are they? Point us in their direction.
He points you off, kind of to his right.
There.
I'm going to say to the group, what time is it? Like, do we have any indication? You said there was no sun. It's just bright. Okay, great. I'm going to say to the group, I don't know about you all, but I would rather sleep on our side of the world. Any votes for going back?
No, and I kind of say this quietly. I get the sense that Riptide really, really wants to make it over to our world, and I'm not sure if I'm buying that he's got pure intentions. Like something seems really off.
Can I insight check him? I haven't done that.
Sure.
Reply. Cursed. Just cursed today. 10.
He seems very hospitable.
so I feel like with my druidic training, I would have been warned of the Fae at least a little bit. I would know of them maybe a bit. Hopefully, I don't know. It depends on the quality of the training, I guess. Pretty much just want to rack my brain about the games they play and whether or not we should really be cutting ties with this guys like as soon as possible.
Oh yeah.
Like I feel like that, but I don't know if Fox knows that.
Yeah, that's fair. I feel like where I am from, we studied a lot of history, would know a fair bit about the Feywild as well. I was like, I think it definitely triggers Issa when he says, that we need to reciprocate and bring him back to our world. So I think I'm gently starting to like meander towards the rope, just like kind of pretending like I'm looking at the trees, but trying to make my way back a little.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we can
Let's
head back to the rope.
yeah, let's get out of here, recuperate a bit.
Where are you guys going?
Back the way we came.
We've never been here before. I want to make sure our way home actually works. Who knows?
Can I come too?
Okay, you're making your mind. You ever drink Bailey's from a boot? Like whatever that.
You're
you guys-
I don't know if anybody else heard it, but my audio at that time kind of like staticked a bit, and it was like a really creepy.
Where are you going?
Yeah.
Can I too?
Yeah.
I don't know about you all, but I say we start climbing this rope and light it on fire behind us. It worked for us last time.
What?
I will come get you, my friend. And when I come get you, it will be because our balloon on our side is ready for you to view the landscape of our world. It will only be fair.
Make a deception check.
Yeah. I was gonna say.
My deception is +7, 19.
Oh, damn.
So deceptive.
Oh, okay, I'll wait here. Come back once your balloon's ready.
Got it.
We'll do, my friend.
And you
Thank
seem
you
like
again. And tell the people of the Sagi court that we shall see them soon.
all right. As you guys work your way up the rope, slowly working your way back through the pond up to the tree that you've tied the rope off to, that hasn't been de-tied by Jorge. You guys get back to the material plane and give yourself a moment of reprieve. I don't know if you want to take a quick break there.
I got the rope.
Cut the rope.
I was going to lightly kick Peach in the ankle and said, don't jump into pools.
Oh, okay.
Goes back.
He's about to go back.
Okay. So let's take a quick break and we'll come back in 5 minutes. Let's hop back in as you guys make your way back to the material plane. What would you guys like to do? What do you guys talk amongst yourselves? What's going on?
Can we get a long rest in?
Oh, I was going to say, how far is it to like where our horses are?
If you want to, it'd be about half an hour to get back to your horses, and maybe an hour or two to get back to Serenity and the ship.
And what time of day is it?
It's mid-afternoon, so you could certainly do that before the evening.
Yeah, let's go back to the ship. We got a killer cyborg on base. We could all take a nice nap.
Where did you guys get this TNT earlier?
From the mine.
We're not
blown
gonna
up.
back.
Oh, we're blowing up the pond? Okay.
Well, that's what I was thinking. Like, do we want to try to close this portal to the end upside down?
I'm gonna pull the rope up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey, Eric, do you see? I don't know if we would have had any, but any of our footsteps from like when we would have approached the pond?
Yeah, you can see that.
Okay, so they're still there. It's not like it's been a year or something. Okay, just double checking. Time is funny in the Feywild. Cool. I'm down to go back to try and get to the horses in the boat if you guys are.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing I wanted to do is we're gonna pass through the town, right, Eric? Like on our way back from the mine.
Yep.
Can I just take a better look at that center tree?
Yeah, you can. One second, pull that up.
It like I don't know if you guys remember this. I can't remember who was investigating it. I think it was Tiburon. There's something magic about the tree. Maybe.
Maybe.
Okay.
All right, you guys head back to the tree.
I guess just investigate it. I just want to see if there's anything magical about it.
So, Eric, can I detect magic?
Oh,
Yeah.
you're going to do that? Okay, I was going to do that. You can do
Oh,
it.
no, sorry. No. You do your head rubbing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would probably defer to Fox anyway, being
Yeah.
like, you're the nature guy.
Yeah, I'm going to detect the shit out
Okay,
of this.
so detect magic. As you're detecting magic, you know what? I'm gonna have Fox detect magic, and Borje, give me an investigation check with advantage, as you guys are working together, trying to investigate
yeah,
this tree
teamwork.
at the behest of Issa.
15.
Advantage was helpful.
15 was the check. As you are looking through the tree, you notice in a hollow in one of the branches above what looks like a delicate necklace. As you reach up and pull on the chain, you notice a thumb-sized platinum oval. You gather it's maybe about 12 gold or 20 gold pieces in value of the platinum that this chain is made up. Is very well polished. What you notice is inscribed on it is the words "Forlorna forever."
Forlorna forever.
And
Any reference to Lucas?
And
Luca.
Luca? Sorry.
What?
Does Lorna have multiple lovers? Is basically.
And you get a faint magical glow coming off of it.
Okay.
Oh, off the necklace. But like the tree itself isn't magical, just the necklace?
Yes.
Okay. That's an interesting piece you got there. What type of magic?
Abjuration.
Okay, I don't know what that means, but yeah.
That word's too big.
Yeah. I didn't go to school for this stuff. Cool.
All right. What's the...
It's a protective spell.
Abjuration is usually protection kind of stuff?
That's what it says. Am I allowed to do that? Should I do that? No.
It's fine.
You're not going to kick us out for that?
Would you guys like
Yeah.
that?
I'm sure I would have read about it somewhere.
What's the significance of this tree again? I don't remember this.
It is the tree in front of the mayor's house in the center of town. It just, Tiburon, you were the one who flagged me to this tree.
Yeah, I feel like I maybe went to this tree after I looted a house. Maybe it was because of what I found in that house. I found I found a platinum rapier.
Yeah, with a snake on it.
Yeah. Sorry, I should have written something down, but I think I found like notes about that tree. But I can't remember. It's been so long.
Reference to a magic ring.
I don't think I found a magic ring.
All
At
right.
least I don't have it right now.
Fox, would you have shared that message with all of us?
Does that duration?
Yeah.
Or
Sorry, no, this is Borg, who actually picked up the necklace.
I pick up the necklace? Yeah, okay. Yeah. I will show it to everyone
Oh.
and let you guys read it for yourself.
So, Lorna's grave is in the graveyard. Lorna's necklace is in the tree, and Lorna, the coven person, is in the Feywild.
How do you know they're the same person though?
I'm guessing based on a limited number of names.
Yeah. Eric, does anything in the necklace and the tombstone match in terms of markings or
other than the
symbols?
name being spelled the same.
Just the name? Okay.
They may
What
have
was the
used, you know
inscription
what?
again?
Fuck it. They use the same font.
They use the same font.
Chisel font.
Comic Sans?
Yeah, it's Comic Sans.
It's Comic Sans. The
Difficult with the chisel.
Impact font.
Comic Sans, the evil font. Should we? I don't want to dig up the grave,
But you're compelled to.
but I'm wondering if Lorna is part of this sort of coven that's in the Fate world now, has taken over the Fate world. Are there anchors, I guess would be the correct term to use for our world, like something that anchors them here, like maybe the grave, maybe the tree, the jewelry that was in the tree.
Yeah. Maybe grave's empty.
Yeah, maybe the grave is empty. Maybe it's all like maybe they went there and it's all a ruse.
All I know is the last time I was in that graveyard, I was made to go sleep and dragged away.
That's true.
True. But there's more than one of you now.
Yeah.
This is true. I wonder if fresh eyes prevailed. The grave nor the lake are going anywhere, and we've got the necklace.
It would all depend on.
I want to make sure those jerks didn't steal our horses.
Yeah, that's true. I would also only want to go to the graveyard during like midday.
And we're going to mid-afternoon now?
Yeah, we're afternoon right now, right? Like I would only want to be here when the sun's at its brightest, if that makes any sense.
Everyone will see us if we do that.
Mid-afternoon's still bright.
I mean, no one's gonna see us. No one's.
We're in an abandoned town.
Yeah, this is a ghost town.
It's a ghost town that doesn't exist.
Okay.
So the jerk band left before us.
Yeah,
We don't know where they went. They could still be around in theory.
it's true.
They just left the cave before us.
And I'm kind of worried about them because if I remember correctly, Cirrus, your charm ended on one of the members,
Oh yes.
and then
Yeah.
they continued helping us.
After they had found something in the mayor's house, in that
Yeah,
teddy bear that they were super on about and wanted to keep, they left immediately. The only reason they helped us was because they were charmed,
Yeah.
and then immediately left from the cave. They were also the people we swindled the horses from. So
yeah, and actually, when I was investigating the house with the platinum rapier, they just let me have it.
yeah,
Why are you saying swindled the horses from them?
it wasn't honest.
It wasn't humans. It was
Why did we originally come up to Vermilion?
So I thought I read in a book that there was this mysterious town that disappeared, and it was Vermilion. And so we set off on it to investigate why this town mysteriously disappeared.
Yeah.
And the book was in the ship / hotel that
Right.
we got off of that dead guy chased by the cabal that we murdered.
The Silver Thread Citadel. Yeah.
That's a mouthful.
So the town is in the Dunner Mountains. Tehran took the book. It's called Vermilion. The stories are a collection of interviews from whatever his name is, Silver Thread, the guy who used to own the Silver
That's
Thread.
right.
Citadel.
Whatever his name is.
He's dead. Whatever.
It is perfectly canon that I wouldn't know. So that's all you need to know.
Uh-huh.
All right.
So he was an adventurer that toured around, like the guy that owned the Silver Thread Citadel. And then the jerk band was like, we're gonna go up there and we're gonna get ahead of you. And I'm like, haha, not.
And he hadn't been to the Citadel in a very long time, right? We got that sort of impression.
170 years have occurred since the explosion.
Yeah. So that's why we came to this ghost town / village that shouldn't exist. And now there is a coven in the Fae, controlling the Fae, and they have links to the town. And the two links that we've noticed, the two biggest links, have been the jewelry in the tree and then the grave. And when someone went to go investigate the grave, they got put to sleep and dragged to the mines.
Specifically by Fae.
By the Fae, yeah.
Yeah.
So on brand for the Fae. So on brand for those bastards.
I wonder if Lorna would be tempted to reciprocate if we returned her necklace. It's just a thought I have.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
If she's so bound by her rules.
Yeah, but if we have to go back there, I gotta make that fucking balloon.
But there might be some rules of ownership where she doesn't like the fact that we have her necklace.
Ooh, that's a good.
That's true.
That's good too, right?
True.
It'd
She
be
might
like,
appreciate it.
It'd be like, I'm bringing back your jewelry, and she should be like, I left that there for a reason.
Now, why are we even doing this in the first place? Is there any money in this? Like,
I thought we were just
for us.
I thought we were just all very. I thought it was our curiosity about why we had to murder a bunch of religious zealots, and then we took over this guy's mansion / boat, and we were just curious what this guy was doing.
There was supposed to be treasure here.
Yeah.
Oh, there is. Oh, okay.
The jerk band are like treasure hunters. I'm pretty sure. Is that the impression I
They were
got?
in the bar with us earlier.
Because they
that's right.
They heard us mention Vermilion, and then they came up being like, "Oh shit, we got to go now."
I totally forgot about
We
that.
got
You're
an
right.
airship and went to the ranch next door, and then
And that's why we split off checking all the buildings.
Right, to go faster. Yeah.
I'm just saying, I'm not. If the stuff that's worth valuable gold is already gone from here, what are we doing messing around with the Feywilds?
I don't think
Thought we were
have
also-
cash. I don't
Weren't
think
we originally not going for the treasure though, but trying to figure out what happened to the town?
I thought
Because
you
weren't
guys,
there still like
for
ongoing
yourself,
experiences?
Peach.
I thought it was a bit of both, right? Whereas there's like, oh, is very curious about what happens to this town. Also, there's treasure.
Cyrus, I don't get the sense you believe in a noble cause.
well, Elefante.
There is a noble
didn't he
cause.
inspire us to go on adventures or something like that?
Pardon me?
Elefante Tuscany didn't
Oh,
Yeah, we
inspire us
left
to
him in the
go-
bar.
Yeah, but he like inspired us. He was talking like, is he the one that did like the illusion telling his tales and that kind of was like,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like there's a few angles. None of them were necessarily like
The
solid,
biggest.
Where
There was like 4 different things, and we were just like, yeah, let's go here.
We were supposed to bring Elefante with us on one last adventure before he died, and he's extremely old. I'm assuming when we get back, Elefante's dead. Just calling it now.
But Elefante is also a bard, so we could give him this great story, and he could spin it into something else
Yeah, I
even
feel like-
grander.
he tells tall tales.
Again,
he's also
I don't
gigantic.
I don't think the graveyard or the lake are going anywhere. So my suggestion is take a nice, safe rest with our
Yes.
robot overlord and go from there.
Yes, I agree.
Lisa did not say robot overlord. She doesn't know what that
She
is.
clearly did.
I wouldn't mind long resting it and then going back at the brightest time of day
All right.
and looking at the town again. Maybe the tree again, maybe the gravesite. If we do go to the gravesite, I think it has to be all of us.
Yeah.
Seeing as how there's a majority, I'm going to say you guys had this conversation on your way back to the ship.
Yeah, that's fine.
You guys make your way there without issue.
Oh, thank God.
And
Our horses are still there?
your horses are still there.
Didn't we have like one horse and a lizard?
Yeah.
No, we have
lizard,
many
yeah.
horses and one lizard.
And one lizard.
Yeah. I don't think the lizard has a name yet.
It did. It was like Bertha or something exceptional.
It
Big
is.
Bertha.
It's Berta.
Yeah.
Berta.
Big Berta,
Berta?
Berta
Alright.
and Co. take you back to your ship, where you're able
Yeah.
to make it there. Let me actually, sorry, I do have rules for this. So I need whoever is going to be leading the way. Let's go with Agent Peach, and just take the alphabetical order here. Give me a D8 roll.
Oh, D8. All right. Sorry, that's I'm torn about. It's 6.
6. Lurking danger. As you guys head back, you hear terrifying shrieks splitting the air. You also see what looks like shadows fly across the landscape. But as you look up, you can't quite make them out. You are able to get back to your ship safely, if not perturbed at something that seems to have escaped the town.
What have we done?
Something that escaped the town.
Something.
It's our little friend, Riptide.
I swear to God.
Does Riptide shriek and fly?
He
No.
comes in this dimension. He's Faye.
Yeah. Yeah, the Fae is essentially just all monsters. Like, cute, cuddly monsters.
Well,
I'm gonna
all
cast
right.
a light on the whole ship. I
Yeah.
have front of the ship.
So Eric, this is an airship, correct?
Yes.
Could
far
we
as you
get? Yes. Does anybody have any objection to like just get the airship off the ground and sort of hovering just away from the town as much as possible?
No objection.
No objections.
All right. All right.
okay.
Yeah. So like we'll talk to our robotic overlord just to sort of hover around. I am going to go back to the study, Eric, where I first saw that book, and look for any books about the Fae that this guy would have cataloged or collected.
I'll let you do that. I want to see what everybody else is doing. What's their plan? I will say you have this time as the ship takes off to basically take a long rest and do whatever you want to do. Kind of
Yeah,
some
so
downtime.
I'd also be doing that.
So what are you guys up to while you're chilling out above the town?
Can I guess just investigate the necklace and detect magic?
It's not so much detect magic, but as you are taking a look deeper into the necklace, kind of playing around with it, you notice that it's a locket, and you kind of find a seam along the edge that could be opened if you wanted. Do you want to open it?
Are you alone with that locket? Sorry, I was reading something.
I would say yes, I am. Because we all went to our places to take a long rest. Yes, Eric. I open it.
You open it. All right. As you click it open, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Are we on the airship right now doing
Yeah.
this?
Yeah, we're in the airship.
Oh, fuck.
That's a 3.
Yeah. That's a 3. I rolled a 1. So,
TPK.
It's good.
Okay.
It's good. That's
That's one way to get possessed.
you know what though? 3 is better than 1. Gotta say that.
Oh man.
As you detonate what seems like a bomb,
Oh fuck, we're fucking crashing now.
blowing out a hole in your bedroom out of the side of this ship. You see a hole break through the side of the wall as you are blasted with 19 points of damage and thrown into the side of your bed and cot with a hole looking down to the landscape below. You don't fall out of this ship unless you're like knocked prone. Yeah. However, interestingly enough, that was just to see the damage. I need you to make another dexterity saving throw to see if you can hold on to the necklace.
10.
You are able to grasp the chain as it flies off, pulling it open, or pulling it with you as you fly into the wall, landing on the bed. It seems like you have triggered a protection spell that was protecting anybody that opened it without using the proper sequence.
Password. Yeah.
Password, sequence, something. However, inside the necklace and your charred face as you're blasted to this wall, you look down to see what looks like a face of a woman, as you almost like those pictures where if you look at it from one way, it's one picture, and if you turn it to like the side, it's another picture.
Yeah.
It goes from like a beautiful young woman to a very old, like moles, long nose, like really
crone
creature.
Yeah, crone.
For lack of a better word.
Yeah.
Kind of fades between the two. The only thing staying the same are the eyes from one vision to another. And on the other side of the locket, it says, "Thank you for the gifts, Radkos."
Radkos?
Rakdos. Rakdos, I believe.
Rakdos.
Okay. I was gonna check out my piece of pottery because the name of the Feywild where we were in prompted my memory. Because it says, "Hid from the eyes of mortals and gods lies Wither in Rollo's Rot." Which wasn't the name of the place we were just in, Wither or something like that?
Hither.
Hither. You know how Eric loves an anagram. Never mind. Sorry, I was making.
No. I guess the ship's making an emergency landing right now.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
It's still afloat. It's still afloat.
Next to Borg, I'd probably run over.
Yeah, so I'm running to, I guess, Borg's room. I guess we all are. Where is the hole, Eric? Is it to the side or is it below?
Side and bottom of his room.
Oh my god. It's just gone. All right.
Way to go, Captain.
Oh, that's right. He's the captain.
Is this a captain's quarters that you just exploded?
They were arguing about it.
It is, in fact.
They were arguing about it.
Good.
The door with my name on it.
Well, everyone, I don't have my rope anymore. You know what happened to that. Anybody else have a rope? I'd be willing to go get it.
Cyrus is looking for Serenity at this point. Has
that'd be a
she
good idea.
come upstairs as well?
Yeah, she comes with you. Also, Borg, there is room to get out of the room, so you're not like
Yeah, I wouldn't know why.
you're not trapped.
And you're conscious, Borg?
I'm still alive. Yeah.
No, like I was like, are you unconscious? This is a very different thing.
Was the 19 points of damage, Eric?
Yeah.
It was 19 points of damage. Great.
Was it to bring you down to 0, Borg? Is that what you were saying?
Yeah. No.
Oh, okay.
I still have some health.
Okay.
Because I just took the long rest.
All right.
And then
Okay, good.
Serenity, how
it
bad
didn't really change anything on my
the
end.
damage to the ship? Are we still airworthy?
Yeah, it didn't hit any of the engines, and this isn't going to throw off because it's in the aft of the ship. It shouldn't change our aerodynamics, but I wouldn't use this room if I were you.
Yeah.
Can we take everything out? If there's anything
Be
like any
difficult.
books,
It'd be difficult without landing.
We can land and collect the stuff. Yes, that could be doable. That's not too.
What time of night is it?
Well, since Borg used the long rest, I'd say you're fairly deep into the evening at this point.
All right. Let's just board up this fucking door.
Yeah.
And leave it until the morning.
yeah.
It's a future problem.
Yeah, we'll deal with that in the morning when we land.
All right.
So Captain, where to?
I don't think I'm in the right state to make decisions right now.
You sure? You just made a good one.
Well, I will. I'm going to say like I'm a bit concussed.
Of course, of course. Issa, you were the one fighting over the captain's chamber earlier. What?
The chambers are all yours now.
He's concussed. He's concussed. He's out of it.
Thanks for messing up my room. So it's middle of the night. Well, we certainly don't want to go back to that graveyard. Serenity, remind me, how long is the journey back to the place we're from?
Zadesh.
It was just a few hours. I think it was a couple hours. We could get there before sunrise.
I'm not keen to travel in the night.
With a huge hole in the airship.
With a huge hole in our Serenity, how long would the hole take to repair, and do you need materials to do so?
We absolutely would need materials. We can't do it. I cannot fix the ship, Captain.
Yo, let's cut down that tree where we found the necklace. Nothing bad is gonna happen if we do that.
Tree.
Are we able to just like hub it?
We'll take that goddamn gravestone and put it on like the front, like a goddamn Mazda symbol.
Fox, you're a person of nature, I've noticed. Is there anything you can do to seal up the hole temporarily, like what's that land terrain? I saw you do some vines earlier.
Yeah, I was thinking about that earlier, and
Wall of Thorns.
Yeah, it doesn't work like that. Sorry, it comes out of the ground. I can't just come out of the hole in the floor there. So if we land, I could probably cover the whole area with it,
but
then we'd
that
probably
might make
stuck to
taking
the
off
ground?
kind of difficult.
But Fox, if we do land in the morning, you could do that and give the materials to Serenity for her to fix the ship.
I'm gonna look at Serenity. Like, would that help? Kind of do it.
They're vines.
We probably should get proper boards onto them.
Yeah, like they're not planks.
It's not tied to both
If you
together.
want, we could do like the wicker on there, like wicker walls. But
Sure, give it a shot. See, it's no. You guys are. I'm just in charge of flying this thing. You guys do what you need to fix it.
Flying and defense. Have any of our defenses been mitigated?
No, you really just blew up the luxury quarter of the ship.
Sorry, Eric. Actually, Eric, how big is this hole?
It's about 8 feet wide by 10 feet high, and along the back of the ship.
Serenity, can we disassemble the furniture in this room and use it? The bed that was there?
I was about to say disassemble a bunch of doors.
Honestly, just stay out of the room. We'll fix it when we're back in town.
yeah, when we land, I'll fill that
Yeah.
area with the thorns just to keep like the riffraff out.
I know a lumbersmith in town.
So
We're not going to fix this with half measures,
So
okay? We're not going to wicker it up. We're not going to door it up.
Yeah.
It's proper. Okay, guys.
So I just want to like. There's this weird part of me that wants to like just like reinforce this door, like lock it and put like furniture on it, because we do have a hole in the hall. We're in some haunted fucking place with a bunch of fey creatures just flying around everywhere. This is a nightmare waiting to happen.
Are all the other doors to like our little rooftop patio, are those secure like that? Like, I'm just going to go to bed.
I think we're too focused on this
All right.
room.
All right.
Clearly this
I'm
room
going
has
back to
been
bed. You guys
locked.
can argue this. I'm going back to
All
bed.
right. Door is locked. Door is locked.
Tonight.
Door is locked. I am.
Pardon, Roger?
Serenity, wake us at first light.
Sounds good.
Yes.
What was that, Roger?
I was just gonna say, can we just like hover tonight? Exactly.
Oh yeah,
where we
that's,
are,
yeah.
and then we
that was
can-
the. I think that was the plan. Yeah.
Okay, I wasn't sure if people were wanting to go back
No.
to Citadel.
No, and then when
Yeah, it's just-
wherever we land, if we're going to land back in town in the morning, I'm filling that thing up with vines. Don't worry.
Okay. So yeah, Eric, I would go back to I guess the cartographer library to see if there's anything about the Fae.
As you're peering through over the night, you pour through the books. You don't find any books about the Fae. There aren't anything on board that would be in that avenue.
Okay.
I want to join you, Tiburon, in your history recon.
Yeah.
I want to know if there's anything about, like, any mention of any of the items we picked up, like the golden mask from the rider.
Yeah. 1 second. Okay, so I'll pull that up in a second. What's everybody else doing while I'm grabbing that?
I'm sticking back to resting.
Okay, you find a new room to sleep in. Now that there is no captain's chamber, you're all equal on the ship.
Yeah.
Agent Peach, what are you up to?
I'll go up to the crow's nest and just kind of keep a watchful eye of that flying thing.
Okay. And then right, I'm just trying to find the notes on the mask. Had it. Okay, there we go. So give me an Arcana check on the mask.
4.
4?
Yep.
We're really hitting our dice today.
Yeah.
Not above a 7 today.
No.
It's not
I just
rusty
think
at all.
Okay, this is what
I can't-
you don't know what this mask is or what's peculiar about it. With a 4, I'm going to give you a little bit as you pour over it. You get a fiendish vibe coming off of it, and as you are focused on it, because you rolled so low, you almost feel like whatever this fiendish vibe is reading you as much as you are reading it.
Awful. Things I already know about it are that it seems to be tied to the Raven Queen. It is a funeral mask. It is dwarvish in descent.
Yep.
Taken by you.
Mm-hmm.
I borrowed your mask, apparently. So did that even happen? Would you even let me do that? I was just reading about it. Never mind. I wouldn't have needed it.
So all of those things are true. There is some sort of fiendish aura on it. All right. The night goes on. You guys get your long rest. Serenity knocks on all your doors, wakes you up for the morning light. He's like, I'm just curious what the orders are now that the sun is up. Are we heading back to Zadash? Is there somewhere else you'd like to go? You tell me where, and I will set our sails for your destination.
There was a town we passed. Sorry, go ahead.
You are hovering over the town of Marin, which is that little town.
Which is the ghost town.
No, it's the what?
No, that's brilliant.
Oh, it's another. Oh, that's right. Brilliant. Serenity, I think we should land in this town and repair the damage to the hull. I don't think, even if this has not affected the flight, I wouldn't be comfortable with a hole in our airship.
This town, I'll just jump in there. This town is small enough. They probably don't have any shops that would be able to do this. You'd have to source some wood. It'd probably take you the better part of the day. If you want to do that as a group, you can certainly do that, and we can just.
Could we leave Serenity to do that while we do something else?
Sure.
All right.
She manages stuff.
I
She
will.
pays the dragon.
Sounds good. If that's what everybody wants to do.
Yeah, I'm down
yeah.
to check out the graveyard while she takes care of that. If that's where we're heading.
Yeah,
But
Yes,
I will speed through. I'll speed through that whole encounter,
Sure.
and she'll go do that.
Serenity, I have 5 gold. Take it to repair the ship, please. Yeah. That's like literally all it.
All right, I'll see what I can do.
I mean, like 5 gold is like a fucking. It's like a fortune to these people.
All right, so what's your plan?
I would like us, if we went to investigate the grave, that Issa was investigating. It seems that's sort of the center of her attention because it put her to sleep, brought her to the mines. This grave has a link to the potential link to the necklace and also the covenant and the Fae. The Fae, we don't know if Riptide is out and wandering about, but I don't like the idea of the Fae being able to travel freely between our world and their world. So, and it's daytime, right? And how long would it take us? It would take us like an hour to get there and it'd still be like morning, right, Eric?
For sake of ease, she could drop you off there.
Oh, okay, yeah. And then it'd be like bright early in the morning.
It's a flying ship.
Because we didn't know where we were going the first
Yeah, it's true.
We needed to
not
follow the path.
So, I think just for figuring out this mystery, the gravesite is our next stop. Either the gravesite or the tree. And I don't want to split the group up. I think that would be a bad idea.
They're very close together. They're in the same town.
Okay, yeah, no, exactly. So like we can go to the tree, investigate the tree, and then if nothing comes of that, we can all go to the gravesite.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so tree first, grave second.
And is this like a dead tree or is it like got leaves and everything?
It is a dead tree. It's a dead tree in the middle of a dead town.
Okay.
I mean, I think this is a waste of time, but
You don't want any treasure?
I don't want to be fixing the ship, so
Cyrus, why don't you go check out this spooky house alone? We might have missed something in there.
You're so brave, Cyrus. So brave indeed.
flattery gets
Perhaps jump into the pool and take a magical balloon ride with fucking Riptide.
Let me be clear, I wasn't flattering.
Yeah, let's all go to the tree.
No, you made that obvious. Whatever. I'll humor you this one time and go with you.
I am going to set up the psychic link between Cyrus and Issa. Is it Issa or Issa?
Issa.
Issa, thank you.
So can you only do two of us?
Yeah, I can only do two.
Yeah. It doesn't have to be with me, by the way.
I was going to say, why don't you pick two new people?
All right. I don't want to choose Agent Peach because he's a man of the law and I'm kind of a spy. Actually, fuck it.
He's still two other options.
Yeah. Borg and Agent Peach. I'm going to create a psychic link with you.
Mildly offended, but okay.
Yeah. You'll be next. Wait. Actually, wait a second. Fox.
No.
Fox. Actually, this is a good idea. Fox, do you have to communicate with plants yet?
Only animals.
Oh yeah, so Fox for sure. So Fox and Agent Peach.
Yeah, I can speak with animals. I can't speak with plants yet.
That's fine. The reason Issa is such a good person to use this power with is because she has a snake that she can also communicate with and use as a scout.
I can also become a snake, but let's not talk about that.
Let's not talk about that yet. All right,
fucking snake.
Don't worry, Borg. Next time you want to steal some stuff, we'll steal some stuff. I'm a rogue. I don't mind stealing stuff.
Why am I stealing stuff?
I'm gonna walk straight over to the graveyard. I'm gonna make sure.
Whoa.
Aren't we staying together at the tree for a moment?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yes, we're.
Right.
Especially you, Issa. We can't trust you.
You find yourselves as a group in front of the tree. You see this dead tree that is laying there.
I'm going to knock on the tree a little bit.
All right.
I want to. How hard is the wood of this tree?
As you knock around, you find that it's got a bit of a hollow sound to it, much like the pocket and the hollow where you pulled out the necklace. There's little pockets that seem to be rotted away.
What are the branches?
The branches they're dead. You don't see
Yeah,
anything
that's
growing
fine.
from them.
Couldn't it also fit into
I want like a piece about yay long that has a nice curve in it. I'm gonna take a piece of it.
You break a piece off. Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
You got to climb a
And-
little bit, and you are able to break a branch off.
There we go.
All right. So Fox and Agent Peach, I can communicate with both of you. I explained that situation, and via me, you guys can communicate with each other. As long as you are like Fox, you can be a mile west, and Peach, you can be a mile east. As long as you're a mile with me, we can communicate.
You got Tibby walkie talkies.
Yeah.
Walkie tibbies.
We can't talk to each other. We can only talk to you. Correct?
You can, but yeah, just talk like, hey, this is for
just
Agent Peach.
really, yeah. All right.
As you break the branch off.
Oh shit. Okay.
Great. We've got
It explodes.
We've got a
It grows into a gigantic tree end.
You notice that some of the branches sway in the wind, and you notice that a couple of buds start to peer out at the tips of this dead tree.
It's connected to the Feywild.
Yeah, but why would removing a piece make it grow? Right?
Maybe
That's
just
what's happening, right?
Wasn't stuff growing when Fox was in the Feywild?
Oh,
That stuff likes him.
a fox.
Okay, I'm going to sit on the tree for a while and think happy thoughts.
No. Fox, weren't you playing music in the Fae? Weren't you playing?
I wasn't playing music. I was just entertaining myself with the grass. Okay, I'm going to snap another branch off. Not as targeted as just random. I'm going to try to.
Sure. As you break another branch off, you see a little bit more buds grow and grow a little bit more, starting to almost bud. And it almost looks like a small little germination happening at some of these branches.
I'm going to say this to the group, like not psychically. Fox, can you speak to trees or plants? Maybe this tree isn't dead. Maybe something is holding it back.
Hello, Mr. Tree.
No response.
Yeah, I don't think so.
The rest of the group sees you talking to a tree. That's where we're at.
Listen, I thought it was more of a spell. I haven't played Druid in a while, so.
No, I know, but I don't have the spell, so that's why I just did it. Where I was like, I don't know. I can speak with animals, not plants.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. So animals, not plants. Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
So it's also maybe this could be something else, and just can't.
Right.
So hearing this, I guess, psychic, like mentally, I'll just like kind of walk up to Fox, put a hand on his shoulder, put a hand on the tree and be like, it's okay, man. It's just a tree. And I will see if Spare the Dying works or does anything to it.
As you spare the dying, you see some of
It's
those
the
buds.
creature, just so you know.
Yeah, I
So
like the idea. I'm going to ignore kind of the written rules of this. As you cast
Cool.
Spare the Dying on it, the effect is you see some of those buds wilt.
Ooh.
Another branch.
Another branch.
Another branch, the blooms come up, the germs start to grow, and you start to see almost like fruits starting to form.
Okay, I'm going back away from the tree because this makes no sense to me. Like I haven't heard of anything like this in my training, as far as I understand.
Would you consider the tree rotting before this point?
I'm curious, do the flowers and the fruits and everything, do they have the same like movement patterns as anything we saw in the Hither? Or they look just like normal flowers and
Yeah,
fruits?
you don't pick up anything.
Do you think so? Like, are we thinking that the tree is corrupted in some way, and then we're removing sort of like these corrupted appendages from the tree, and it's allowing the growth to happen again?
I don't know. I'm still trying to tie it back to my pottery because it says stuff might rot. Gotta mean something.
True. That's true.
Yeah.
What's the pottery again?
Hid from eyes of mortals and gods lies wither in Rollo's rot.
But
I don't know. I'm just throwing it at everything.
Man, I just wanted a branch to make a boomerang. I didn't expect this to happen.
You technically got a branch, right? We're good?
Yeah, I know, I do.
Yeah.
That's why I have
Great.
one that has a nice curve.
Yep.
Eric, is there
Oh, god damn it.
maybe on one of the like withered branches there is a like very small sort of branch that I could cut off?
There's lots of branches that can be broken.
Yeah, so I guess I take like a very small one and I break it off.
As you break it off, more of those buds start to grow. These fruits that seem to be forming, you notice them to be peaches.
Peaches?
I'm going to take one.
Peaches.
Oh,
Peaches.
so they're
I'm not gonna
not
keep
like
it, but I'm gonna
weird
keep
fake fruit. They're just normal.
Good old fashioned Ontario peaches.
Does this actually
You
look
pluck
like
a
a
peach
tree,
off
though?
the tree.
Pluck a peach off.
Is this actually a peach tree, or is it just weird peaches growing on a random dead tree? Fair enough.
Does anybody have detect magic on the peach?
So many people have detect magic. Fox?
There we go.
Oh,
Detecting magic.
The 10 minutes that you're taking to detect magic, what's everybody else doing?
I have something to do, but I will patiently wait while Fox investigates this peach.
Slightly chastised, I won't walk away from the group again.
I will investigate the hollows of the tree because you said there was more than
Yeah,
one.
give me an investigation check as you're trying to.
8. Oh yeah.
Eat.
High number.
Big money.
Big money.
You crack a couple spots open and to try and find what's going on with these halls. As you break parts away to take a look inside, it's hard to see what's in there, and some of the vegetation starts to grow a little bit stronger as you're destroying parts of the root system. As you look into the interior of these hollows, you don't seem to find anything inside.
I have like a million weapons. I must have an axe.
How about like a shovel? Like anything lying underneath the tree?
You could find a shovel in the town nearby, in around like on the side of one of the houses. That's not hard to find.
Eric, what's like how does the soil look around the roots of this tree?
Looks like regular soil.
Is there a spot big enough for Manasa to fit into like a pocket? Like, can she get into the hollow of the tree?
Yeah, you can squeeze yourself in. Yep, works your way in.
Just tree in there?
Just tree. Just
This
tree.
tree.
Yeah.
Sorry. Give me a dexterity saving throw for Manasa.
Ooh.
Something above a 7 would be so nice. We'll take it. Does she have separate dexterity from me? They do, don't they?
It's +1.
Okay, great. So 19.
Oh.
Manasa's extremely
improved.
dexterous.
You get the sense that Manasa's working her way through, and little sparks of energy are coming off. None of them seem to affect Manasa as she slithers her way through the tree and back out unscathed.
I'm going to relay that to the group. Well, that was odd. Manasa was being hit by energy within the tree. Not normal.
No.
Not normal at all.
I'm going to take my hand axe and try and like hack a good chunk out of the tree, like in
So-
the direction.
Last time I did detect magic, I think it was at this tree, wasn't it? And that's how I found the locket. But the tree itself, I don't think was magical
Nope,
at that
it
point.
wasn't.
Am I? I just burned a spell slot for this, so I'm not like ritualing this at all.
Okay,
So
yeah.
do
You start to see magic glowing in the hole that's been now opened up as you cracked open the hollow, or Borg cracked open the hollow to see inside. Because detect magic doesn't see through anything.
it does not. Because I was going to try to detect magic before I did whatever I did with the water earlier on. I was going to detect magic in it,
Yeah.
but
You
I
get a beam of energy from the hole that Borg opened of multiple different magic types kind of swirling amongst themselves.
okay, There's a cacophony of magic going on in that tree. I can't really make much sense of it, but yeah, I'm kind of concerned
All right.
because this makes no sense.
So the tree is magical.
Or
Cyrus at this point has no interest in the tree whatsoever.
do we?
And is sort of sitting off, kind of sulking away from the rest of the group, just kind of like watching the surrounding village and tree line, just if there's anything else out there.
So
Anything more interesting than this tree.
So I just want to quickly bring it back to the tree. Sorry, Cyrus.
Do it.
Is this okay? So we've been taking away like rotting parts of the tree, and the tree is like becoming bloom. It's making fruit. I have a weird thought that this tree is like this weird old deity. Maybe it's this sort of magical lock on the Fae. So this tree has, we just detected magic in it, and it has like a symphony of magic within itself, right?
I don't know if it's that organized, but yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So like there's just like a huge bundle of magic energy within the tree.
Yeah.
We start, this tree looked like it was dead. We start lopping off like these rotten parts, these dead parts. It starts to grow very vibrantly. Like I said, it's producing fruit again. It has this huge amount of magical energy inside it. So what I'm thinking now is that whatever has allowed that pool to sort of be a portal to the Fae is connected with this tree somehow, and it's also connected with the fact that this town is a ghost town.
Yes, I would definitely say.
Right. So whatever, I want to say like disabled this tree or stopped it or slowed it down.
Neutralized.
Yeah, neutralized. Neutralized is a great word. Whatever neutralized this tree from its huge magical aura. Like we also got the locket from this tree, right? And the locket had a very powerful protection magic on it, right? So I'm thinking whatever locked the potential of this tree away led to this town becoming a ghost town, and possibly because the Fae likes to abduct people.
So something that we know is the creatures that dragged me away were a compilation of corrupted townspeople, and that creature in origin was Fae. So I think the veil is just super thin in this area. Like they're coming out of the water, they're coming out of the tree, they're coming out of everywhere. Like it just seems very thin between the Fae.
And do we think? Oh, so go on. Sorry.
Oh, I was just going to say, so is that something we as a group cared to deal with? Are we bothered by this? I am personally bothered by this. Like, I don't think we should leave doors to the Feywild just open, but I will go with the flow of the group.
No, I don't. Tiburon doesn't lay it either. The idea of, just because of my personal experience in the Fae already, I don't like the idea of a bunch of chaos demons invading our realm and just doing whatever they want. The fact that this tree could be a source of locking them away or protecting our realm from coming, and this is something has happened to the tree for this to have done it to it, and I think it is linked to the fact that the Fae is now very much involved in this town's disappearance.
Agent Peach, what do you think?
My running theory is that there was some like large green tubes coming from the ground in the Feywild. And so I'm thinking that this whole area is being like siphoned off into the Feywild. And so that's why maybe destroying the things right now is actually destroying that connection and helping it bloom or something like that. Or like the life is like reverse flowing back into our domain. So I'm like, I feel like the tree is just one area, maybe like, I don't know, maybe that's where Lorna like killed herself or was killed or something, maybe it's like an important place, but like otherwise the tree might just be one of like
Right.
you kind of said, Issa, like, you know, the veil for this whole area is very thinned out. So I have half a mind to light the tree on fire and then go to the graveyard, but I don't want to be too angsty.
I think the tree needs pruning.
Yeah. Also, I'm going to grab one of the fruit and see what happens when some of the new growth gets pulled off. Like, so I just want to pop one of the fruit off. Like,
Oh, I've grabbed one of the fruit
so
already.
You grab
Oh,
a couple of
Yeah, you were detecting it.
They don't replace or they don't increase. As you pull the new growth off, the tree doesn't respond to that other than.
and the new growth doesn't like wither or anything after pulling it off.
Ooh, could it corrupt?
Eric, I'm gonna cut down another very old growth from the
You
tree.
see more of the. Now there's a lot more peaches flowing. Agent Peach, what were you saying?
Well, I'm not sure if the peaches or like the vegetation could be like corrupting people around here, because when the people around like a mixture of something Issa was saying. My memory is failing me pretty hardcore right now.
The mean locks, we were told turn the townspeople into mean locks. I probably relayed my experience last time where all the creatures were trying to change me, but I just managed to escape.
How were they trying to change you? Do you remember?
They were swarming me and biting.
Yeah, they used like a proboscis or something.
Yeah, there were.
Just awful mosquitoes.
Yeah. But I do think the next stop is that grave.
Agreed. I didn't get a good chance to look at it because I had the jerk parties member there.
Cool. The major objections if I try and light this tree on fire and see what blooms or what doesn't, or do we want to keep it intact?
I would
think-
say.
Sorry, what did you say, Borch?
Oh, I was gonna say, as long as you're the closest one standing to it, I'm fine.
Well,
I think
if you want fire,
I've got Eldritch Blast. We can do this from afar.
we can just start nuking the tree.
I could literally start a fire at the start of the tree. It's like, you know, fire's not every guy if you need fire.
Can we triple fire this thing? Like I've got
Yes,
a hellish
that
rebuke
also works.
too. Like it'll be a whole combo.
We're gonna light this whole town.
I mean,
Cool.
no one's in it. I mean, no one's in it. This is already better than our last group, where we would have lit this like guardian tree on fire with the town still occupying it.
Okay, so
Team light the tree.
as you guys
Grab a
all,
peach
you guys
just for the
all
back
back-
pocket.
You all
Sorry,
back
Eric?
up. You all cast your fire spells.
Or Eldritch Blast.
Okay, so as you do, okay.
What do we do?
I don't like it. I think we released everything from the Feywild. We're opening everything.
whoever is attacking this tree to set it on fire, I need you to roll me a D100, please.
What, sorry?
A D100.
So I think we said 3 of us were attacking.
I believe someone said, if you need fire, I got you.
Yeah, that was
Your
me, but
guy.
then they're like,
Who is-
together.
Sorry, Issa, wait 1 second. Who is literally not Eldritch Blasting, but setting the tree on fire?
That's
I
Fox.
am 100%.
Fox and Agent Peach.
So I have to be within 15 feet of it because
Okay.
I don't think the other stuff can actually set it on
I'm
fire.
60 feet.
60
This-
It's
feet.
120 feet, 119 feet away.
Yeah, so I'm doing burn.
I'm going on record saying all this tree needed was to be pruned.
Let's start from the furthest out. Issa, if you want to roll me your D100 first.
So it's a 28. Look at this map.
28.
I'm assuming.
Yeah, that's 28.
Okay.
Just all the people who have spared the dying are doing
Sounds-
this.
sounds
Just saying it out loud.
Agent Peach,
59.
59. I love love it.
57.
And how much, Fox?
57.
Oh, close.
Oh no.
I'm dead.
It's fine.
All of us are dead. Drag our bodies back to the ship.
It's fine.
Serenity, help us.
She was close by, right? It's probably only been 5 minutes. She's like, what the heck are they
Didn't
These
she
are no
fly to
town.
the town to get her
Okay,
prepared?
so I'm going to do this from the perspective of Cyrus, Borg, and Tiburon.
Oh god.
Good knowing you guys.
I'm so far away.
roll another character.
You see Issa throwing an Eldritch Blast out. You like basically whatever your movements are. Your arms.
Spider-Man.
You Spider-Man the Eldritch Blast out. You start to see her moving at a quicker pace as this happens. In fact, you see everybody that attacked the tree start to move a little quicker. Or did you guys slow down? Who's to say? As time seems to be a little different for those that attacked the tree versus those who didn't. That moment is a little brief, but you gather that time has dilated around you. As this happens, as this Spider-Man thing happens, you see Agent Peach. How tall are you?
Oh my god.
That's a great question. Tiefling, general height, 5'8".
What's your actual height, Roger?
6'1".
All right, it's 6'1".
Well, whatever Agent Peach's height is, you see him start to grow.
Oh.
I need you to roll me a D8. As Fox, Agent Peach, and Issa each grow in inches, how much you rolled?
1 inch, baby.
You're all an inch taller.
All right.
No. I was like 28 inches. I grew like over 2 feet.
4'6" to 4'7".
There you go. Love it.
Oh, it's a different effect though.
Oh yeah.
And the closest, because you're within 15 feet, you see Fox. What are you wearing, Fox?
It's just another armor with a little cloaky thing on it. It's nothing assuming. It's pretty low key.
Everything that you seem to be wearing, particularly since you're a druid, is flammable as it explodes in fire. You are a ball of flaming clothes as
It's fine.
all of you see Fox alight next to this tree, which is also alight.
Just gonna
Fine.
try and put him out.
Yeah, if you want, you can try.
Well, has time stopped dilator?
So as you, because this time is sped up, it's going to be 2 rounds of damage rather than 1.
Oh, fuck.
It's fine.
Agent Peach, you may need to revive Fox.
Here goes our healer.
The first round is 12 points of fire damage.
Fine. Oh, that's yeah. Okay.
And the second round, let me just check this here.
Boom.
22 points of fire damage.
Oh,
He's out.
you're down, yeah.
Yeah, I am.
As you see, between the two of you, you're able to spare the dying, stabilize him. However, all of your clothes have burned off. You are now laying face down, naked. Anything that was not flammable, you can still possess.
Ah, druid going au natural. How original.
So everything in my inventory that is flammable.
Has burned away.
Okay.
So all of it. So those mushrooms are gone.
Common clothes are
I have the
gone.
other half.
Oh, you have the other half of mushrooms.
My club is gone. The branch I just picked up is gone. Oh my god. The rations are gone. Oh. You know what? The shield is probably wood because I don't really wear metal, so that's probably gone.
If you hadn't lit the tree on fire, we could have gotten you another branch.
I think my druidic focus is gone.
What's going on with Issa, Eric?
Seeing
What is
Cyrus
left?
turning around and seeing these three individuals attack the tree, and they speed up.
Time.
Oh, Fox catches fire, and you all grow a couple of inches. After Fox gets put out and spared, he's just gonna say, "So are we rich yet?"
Oh no, Cyrus, we're not done yet. Issa still hasn't met her punishment.
Oh no, that's it. Those are the
That's
three.
it.
With the speed up? Yes.
Yeah,
I have a bunch of tools. I feel like they'd have a bunch of metal in them. So the handles might burn off, but the metal parts are there.
You can keep those.
Yeah, so pretty much I have an iron pot as a tool.
Yep. All right.
I will hand you one dagger.
And I'm gonna look in like my pack for any kind of clothing or something. I look through. I know I've got my quarterstaff. I've got my dart. I genuinely have a magnifying glass. I take it out and go, "Yep, 1 inch." And then I find an extra piece of like loincloth that I give Fox.
Eric, how fucked is the tree?
You see the tree burn up.
Yep.
You see as you see the tree blossoming, a bunch of peaches light up on fire. The new growth burns up along with it, and you see ash kind of break as the tree falls over, burns up, much like all of Fox's possessions, and it collapses in the center of town. Sparks of flames jump from the branch over to the dirt towards the buildings, but none of them catch. As you have destroyed the tree, sitting in the remains of the tree is a single peach, unscathed.
Is the fire still going? Is it done?
Fire's out.
All right. So I go to the peach, I crack it open.
So you crack it open.
Yep.
You find a small stone inside.
A stone.
Like the pit, like the
The
peach
pit is
stone,
the pit is a
A
stone.
purple, glowing, throbbing with energy,
Yep.
magical stone.
So in the dirt, I make like a hole, like a deep hole, and I slowly put this very magical stone into the like pit. Fox, you're still being put out, so I can't consult you, and I slowly pack the stone into the earth along with the ash of the burned out tree.
You all see him do this, unless you want to interrupt him.
I do want to stop him.
It's like
Yeah.
this is
I'm not
something that
gonna-
actually looks kind of valuable.
We went
Yeah.
to an effort
I
to
think he
get
just wants to
inside
see
the
if something's
tree.
gonna happen.
Just hold on to Ron. It doesn't
Okay, okay.
How's this getting us more treasure?
All right, so I'm holding on. Okay, I stop.
We need to sell that so I
I
can buy
stop.
some new clothes.
I stop. I now have a essentially purple radioactive rock.
You got it.
I put it. I'm like, all right, I will keep the rock, and I put it in my item stash, I guess.
Captain, I remember you detecting magic. Do you want to give the peach pits a try?
I don't think we need to detect magic. It's glowing
I
as
want to know
hot as the
what
sun.
kind it is, because last time the protector magic blew up our ship.
The tree was glowing with all magic, a symphony of magic. What is what is this magical stone? What symphony of magic is coming from it that I'm about to put in my pocket?
Yeah. Eric, I would attempt to detect magic.
Try to do so before it's in his pocket.
The thing's
I
fucking
do-
magical.
I'm holding it like this.
The thing's magical. I don't know what to tell you.
Nothing more, right?
Is it like he detects it? Is he
And it's all the
blind?
magic.
Is he
All the
blinded by
magic.
it?
No. Here's the thing. Borg, you see abjuration magic, and then it fades, and it's replaced with necromantic magic, and it fades, and it replaces with enchantment magic, and then it fades, and it cycles through all the different schools of magic.
Right, because the tree was all different schools of magic, fully formed, and this is the seed of what could be.
Sounds valuable to me. Something that
Yeah.
we could sell.
Could the stone be Rakdos? Like, if the message in the necklace or like in the locket was like, "Thank you for the gifts, Rakdos," and it's presumably being or was operated by a crone who could make use of every school of magic. I don't know. There's some connection there, maybe.
That's a good thought.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I have the magic stone, Eric. What should I put in my inventory for it?
If you guys,
Is it a custom item?
if you guys take some time, pour over it, your combined efforts to try and sort this out. All since it's getting a little later in the evening, I'll give you this. As you pour over it through your detect magic, through your studies, your knowledge, kind of context clues, you would divine that this is a Feywild shard.
Do we really want to sell?
Definitely good to get out of here. There might be a connection there.
Do you think we throw it back into the pool though? Or do we sell it?
I think we find out more about it, but that's just me.
All right.
Yeah.
So we keep it for now. And then our next stop is the gravestone. All right. Cool.
Yeah.
So what is it again called, Eric?
A Feywild shard. Okay.
I'm gonna go over and nudge Cyrus. Don't worry, there might be gold in the graves.
Even I've got some standards.
Cyrus, Fey weapons not to scoff at. You could earn a valuable living from them. They would possess the people you sold them to, but otherwise you would make quite a lot of money.
It's true. Perhaps it's this expedition back to Vermilion has not been in vain. Maybe.
So Feywild stone, Eric?
Feywild shard.
Yeah.
As you guys work your way over to the graveyard, because I'm going to assume that's where you guys are heading next.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
You find what was the graveyard, the iron wrought gate, arched gate. As you approach in, it's overgrown, much like the rest of the village. The headstones are sitting at odd angles, with some small cairns, those kind of rocks that have just been placed and then etched in to create grave markings. You are able to find yourself in front of Lorna, the grave that Isa had seen previously. As you stand in front of it, I'm gonna get you just a quick round. What's everybody doing? First thing that comes to mind. What's going on? What are you guys doing?
I use Eyes of the Grave to sense any undead in the area.
Okay.
So
start
going
there.
up to this.
I'm going to start there. As you sense Eyes of the Grave, if there's anything undead in and around you, you reach out, you feel, and we'll end it there.
Oh,
All right.
that was awesome.
So, yeah, we'll pick up there as you're standing in front of Lorna's grave. That was a